work, I think. What do you think of my new hairstyle? I kind of like it. Okay, let's cook. I got a pot over here, which has remnants of yesterday's stuff. I'm going to use up all the stuff that's not been used up. I'm going to get a good knife. Why are these all wet and sitting out here? I need to go out on the clothesline. Need to back into the woods. Anyway, I'm not going to do that right now. Okay. So let's start by getting rid of this first. And I'll bring this thing over. I'm going to use up some of the stuff that's here. And we're just going to make it a stir fry. Okay. And I'll show you how I do it. I just use, it's like leftovers from the fridge. Okay, so we should begin with some garlic. That's a big fat garlic. That should be planted. I really like garlic. I think garlic is good for you. Chumbles, what are you doing? Oh, it was Dino. He found a a little toy thing. And he's flopping it about. Have you seen, there's a guy who, I forget what his name is. He's got it on the front of his shirt, and he wears a black shirt. Now, he's a Chinese-looking fellow. Some sort of Asian. And he makes food, and he's got a rhythm to it. Chop, 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 chop. And one thing after another, and everything gets done. And then he eats these incredibly huge amounts of food. When you hit these, they're supposed to let the skins off very easily. Okay, so we'll make these first. Tuck your fingers back in so you don't get your fingers. The lady in Bali who taught us how to cook, Lulu, now what was the name of that place? Warung? That means restaurant. Oh, darn, I forget the name. Anyway, she has a cooking school. She always wrapped her fingers in plastic wrap just around them so she wouldn't get, chop them up. Okay, I'll turn turn on our burner. I only have high on that burner. In it goes. Can you see it from there? A little bit. What's all this stuff? Carrots. Okay. And we're going to put some onions in. I'm using a pan that had meat in it yesterday so that we have the grease. Okay. And find another great big orange, big onion down at the bottom. I like using big onions because I don't have to cut so much. If you don't cut all the way through, you get to peel this part off. Now, because this only has high, I have to pay attention to it. Oh, yeah, my eyes are messed up. Okay, we'll turn it off for a little while. Some of the meat stuff from yesterday. Okay, then we'll cut this end of the squash up. I have something to say about the washing of vegetables. Sweet potatoes and potatoes, if you've ever grown them, when they come out of the ground, they are incredibly filthy. I mean, they are totally covered with dirt. So if they're not covered with dirt, they've been washed. Same as for any other root vegetables. Now, when you cook, if you start with the things that are going to take the most time, after you do your onions and garlic, you start adding the things that are going to take the longest. Cilantro. I don't usually like cilantro, but it's sitting there. And this is a little bit of mint. It's sitting there. I just don't want things going bad. So this pepper doesn't have to be cooked at the beginning. This can be put in at the end. Carrots should go in early. See, carrots should, carrots have been washed. Otherwise they're full of dirt because these are a root vegetable. eyes are still stinging and stinging. Okay, what leftovers have we got here? This is bok choy, I think, or something like that. She grows it in the garden. Here's another one. Also doesn't have to go in at the beginning. Okay, what else have we got here? We have some sweet potatoes. These sweet potatoes also have been washed, otherwise they would be full of dirt. Sometimes potatoes are full of dirt, even though they've been washed. It does have high and low. Okay then, oh, and there's this big thing here. Broccoli core or something, I should stem. All right, what else do we put in there now? Just looking through all these things here. Okay, I think we'll add the rest of this here. It's starting to get black spots on it. Alright, I want to I'm going to put in a couple of potatoes too. Now, these potatoes are dirty. See? Dirty potatoes. I'm going to wash all the little ones. I'm going to add some turmeric. I have curry powder. Oh, I have ginger. Let's add ginger too. And turmeric. Add this meat stuff back in here. And I'm going to add some oyster sauce. That one's empty. I'll add some other oyster sauce. Which is not to do with oysters. It's oyster flavored sauce. Alright, let's wash these potatoes. Uh-oh, you're left alone. Left alone again. We have some little tiny potatoes here. Oops. Wash some more of them. Oops. They're falling off of there. Just a minute now. They don't seem to be able to twist that direction. coming out. It's gonna be a sunny day again. Okay, that's enough of that. Hi. Let's go back over there. Can't really see it over there, can you? There it is. Okay. Smells like turmeric. I'm going to cover it. And all these things get soft. And then we will finish preparing all this stuff here. I wonder if I can put you up here instead. Hello. All right, we've got this stuff. Oh, and I have some celery here too. This celery is not looking so good anymore. Okay, I think I might put all this stuff in here. It's getting to be in the way. All right, finish up this stuff. Okay, and this can go in. And this can go in. And I'm going to cut up this one. Okay. And now we'll look at that again. Okay. And now we'll let that cook, and then we'll eat it. Oh, look at my hair. I guess I should put it back there and have something hold it there. All right, well, I don't know what else to show you except that we're going to wait for it to cook. Da-dum, da-dum, cooking, cooking, cooking. I could probably add a little water. Or I could add a can of coconut milk. I like coconut milk. Let's add that. Here it is. Coconut milk is not the same as coconut water. Coconut water is the liquid from the coconut. Coconut milk is, I think it's from cooking the coconut. I seem to have developed a runny nose, perhaps from what I'm cooking. She made a mess of it. Very tasty. So you have your yellow, green, brown, orange. And it's complete meal because it's got the meat in there. It was just leftover meat. Whatever. Okay. So I guess I could wait until it's done and then I could go eat it and I could go, that was so good. We'll just skip that part because you know how it goes. Okay, bye.